Dr. Katarina Huseman, a senior lecturer in marketing, King's Business School. Katarina sits in front of a window in an empty room and speaks to the camera.
We created or curated an exhibition that we called Layers of Vision. So as a curational team, we then commissioned 10 artworks of blind and partially sighted artists, and we kind of briefed the artist to create an artwork that speaks to their lived experience of living in a world made for sighted people.
Photographs from the Layers of Vision exhibition show a woman artist painting a large sheet of paper with her hands and feet. Leanne Hammercott, Head of Culture Programming, King's College London. Leanne sits in an empty seminar room with wooden tables and grey chairs behind her.
Accessibility was woven in right from the beginning of the design process for this exhibition, and each artwork actually had an accessibility station with large-scale text, with braille, with audio descriptions of each piece.
Photographs show exhibition attendees feeling tactile art with their hands and display small grey sculptures of blind and partially sighted people walking and sitting with their white canes. Dr. Leanne Higgins, Senior Lecturer, Lancaster University Management School. Leanne sits in her office with a row of bookshelves behind her.
What I like about the collaborative way of working is that you're working with many different voices, so it's much more democratic. You get to learn about different perspectives. What Layers of Vision has reinforced for me is this is the approach that I want to continue with throughout my research, because I think it's so empowering and it's just a much nicer way of working.
Exhibition photos show 3 presenters talking to attendees, a woman artist painting a white canvas with 2 pink handprints, and people talking and walking in front of a large exhibition wall. Jeff Rowlings, Head of Program, Shape Arts. Jeff sits in front of a wooden bookshelf.
When we are sort of talking to people about the kind of work we do, it's really great to have, in one single exhibition, if you like, something where you can demonstrate the whole. So, there was performance, there was spoken word, there was texture, there were things people could touch, there were lights, there were visual stimuli, there were very different things, and there was a lot in there that we can demonstrate to people when we are giving examples of the kind of things we mean when we're talking about disability-led initiatives.
View of a building with a leafless tree and shrubs in front, a teal wall with King's Business School logo displayed on it. Zoe Partington, contemporary visual artist and creative consultant with lived experience of being partially sighted. Zoe sits in a wooden lecture theatre with dappled light.
But when people were involved in the exhibition design, in the name of the project, so Layers of Vision, they were involved in the workshops, they were involved in the talks. So they were really part of it.
Professor Anika Tsayan, Professor in Entrepreneurship and Inclusion, Royal Holloway with lived experience of being blind. Anika sits in an empty seminar room with wooden tables and grey chairs behind her.
I hope that the legacy of this work will be that curators, other people who put on exhibitions, consider more what it's like for those who can't see or who can't process visual information, and from there on to also move beyond the visual aspect, but also consider how any kind of art can be made accessible for anyone who is different in how their bodies or their minds work, and therefore allow everyone to participate. That's what I hope the legacy will be.
Life-changing business. King's College London, King's Business School. Descriptions of the artworks shown in this video can be found on the Layers of Vision website at layersofvision.org.